Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into some timeless wisdom for finding a little stability and calm in our, let's face it, incredibly busy world. It's all about building a foundation that can handle pretty much anything life throws at you.
I mean, you know that feeling, right? The constant hustle, the pressure to perform at your job, the endless scrolling, just looking for some kind of validation. It's like you're so carefully building this house of cards, and it feels like it could all come tumbling down with just one piece of bad feedback or one unexpected setback.
Well, to fight back against that feeling, we're going to tap into a spiritual text that's centuries old and unpack its core ideas, turning them into something practical for right now. Think of it as ancient wisdom, but totally redesigned for the stuff you're dealing with today, from imposter syndrome to just plain old decision fatigue.
Okay, so where do we even begin building on solid ground? The first thing, and honestly it's the most important, is about finding an internal, unwavering source of guidance. Let's call it finding your true north.
Now, the original text uses this term, true guru, but let's break that down for a second. Think of it more like an inner compass. This isn't about finding some person to follow. No, it's about connecting with this source of perfect, super clear wisdom that's already inside you. That deep intuition that just cuts through all the noise and shows you the right path forward.
And what's so powerful here is how immediate this is. The moment you connect with that inner compass, the text says your mind gets enlightened. For us, that just means the fog in your brain just lifts. You get clarity, you get focus, and you get this powerful sense of direction. Suddenly, you just know which way to go.
Okay, so you've got this inner guidance system. What's the next step? Well, the second piece of the puzzle is all about shifting where you get your confidence from. It's about moving away from needing praise from others and instead building something way more resilient on the inside.
And this is the huge difference right here. Think about it. A compliment from your boss, it feels awesome, but it's gone tomorrow, right? It's all based on your last project. But an inner foundation, that's unconditional. It's always there. It swaps out that constant anxiety of, am I good enough, for this deep, quiet security.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. This line might sound a little arrogant, right? But it's actually the total opposite. This isn't about ego. This is about having a sense of self-worth so deep that it just doesn't depend on what other people think. It's that quiet confidence you get from knowing you're supported by your own inner truth, and that's something no one can take away.
So, here's the bottom line. By cultivating this one single internal connection, you become self-sufficient. You're not constantly chasing likes or approval from a million different places anymore because you've found the one source of support that actually matters. Just think about how freeing that would be.
Now, this inner stability, it completely changes how you show up in the world. It's what lets you face challenges, take smart risks, and make those tough decisions. And you can do it without being frozen by fear or just completely burning out.
I mean, the promise here is so direct. When you're really grounded in that inner wisdom, you become fearless. Now, that doesn't mean you'll never feel scared. We're human. It just means fear isn't in the driver's seat anymore. Your foundation is so strong that you can act with courage even when you're afraid, because you know you have that unshakable internal support.
So you can start to see this really clear path to courage emerging, right? It's simple, really. Step 1, connect to your true north. Step 2, build your confidence on that foundation. And from there, step 3, you're free to act with real conviction.
And what's the end game for all of this work? Where does this all lead? It leads to a state of deep, lasting, and just unshakable inner peace.
So when the text mentions a home filled with bliss, it's not talking about your apartment. It's talking about your inner world, creating this safe space inside yourself that you can always come back to, no matter what kind of chaos is erupting on the outside.
But bliss is a big word. What does that actually feel like on a random Tuesday? Well, it's a kind of peace that doesn't just evaporate the second a stressful email hits your inbox. It's a deep underlying feeling of real security. Challenges start to feel manageable instead of overwhelming. And yeah, sorrows are still going to happen, they're real, but they just don't have the power to completely shatter you anymore. And this final line from the source text just drives the whole point home. The end result of this whole journey of finding that inner guide and building on that solid foundation is that sorrow gets dispelled. It's about resolving those inner conflicts and finding this really profound and lasting peace. So what's the big takeaway from all this? Look, this isn't about trying to create some perfect life where nothing ever goes wrong. That's impossible. The whole point is to build an inner anchor so strong that when the storms do come, and they will, you stay steady, you stay secure.
And that kind of leaves us with one final question to think about.
So often, we're looking for stability everywhere but inside ourselves. But what if that powerful, reliable anchor you've been looking for has been inside you all along, just waiting for you to find it?